Hey newbies, welcome back to my channel. Now the question which you are solving is from average mixtures and alligation. Question is mean marks of 67 students in a subject is 67. Okay. Mean marks means average marks. Okay. Then the marks of 25 students increased by 4 each. 4 each. Yes. While the marks of 20 students are decreased by 5 each. Okay. What is the mean marks after the changes in the marks are made? Newbies, average formula is sum divided by total. Correct. Then, what sum formula? Average into total. Simple. We'll take total marks, that is sum. Sum is equal to 67 into 67. Correct? 67 is the average and 67 people are there, students. Okay. Now, 67 into 67 is 4489. This is their total marks. Okay. Now, what they are telling? The marks of 25 students are increased by 4 each. That means, see, total marks increased is 100 marks. 25 students, 4 each. That means 100 marks. 25 into 4. So, total marks got increased by 100. Now, 4589. This is the new total marks. Correct. We'll come back to the question now. While the marks of 20 students are decreased by 5 each. 20 students decreased by 5 each means 20 into 5. So 100 marks got decreased. Okay. Now minus 100. That is 4589. This is the final total marks. Okay. Now what is the mean marks? That means you have to go back to the average. So what is the average formula? Average is equal to total sum divided by total people. Correct. Now, sum is 4489 divided by total people are 67. See, we get final average as 67, which is our initial average. See, you can observe here, 100 marks got increased and 100 marks got decreased. So, there is no changes on sum. Correct. Initial sum and final sum are same. That means initial average and final average will be same. Am I clear? Here, no need of this calculations. Okay, in order to get this final answer, no need of all this calculation. You can directly analyze here. 25 into 400 marks got increased and 20 into 500 marks got decreased. Same marks increasing and same mark decreasing. That means there is no changes on sum. If there is no changes on sum, there will be no change on average, mean marks. So your final answer should be 67. Very simple. In order to solve this type of questions, I want you to remember one more formula, that is initial sum plus or minus any extra sum is equal to final sum. Okay, remember this formula. Initial sum is 67 into 67. You know sum formula. Average into total. So 67 into 67. Then what is happening? 100 marks is increasing. Then 100 marks is decreasing. Correct. What is the final average? Am I clear? Final average into 67. Because 60 students are constant, no? Correct? That's why 67. Clear? Then plus 100 minus 100 will get cancelled. Now, see, 67 into 67 is equal to x into 67. No need of calculation here. You can directly say x value is 67. That means final average is 67. Am I clear, everyone? Remember this formula, okay? Initial sum plus or minus extra sum is equal to final sum. Okay, newbies, we'll continue. One more question from average mixtures alligation. Question is, the average weight of 100 screws of the type A is 10 grams. 150 screws of type B are mixed with this, and the average weight of the mixed group is found as 10.6 grams. What is the average weight of the screws of type B? Okay, I'll list the given data here. W1 is given as 100 screws. A1, average 1 is given as 10 grams. W2 is given as 150. Then A2 is the question, correct? Average weight of the screws of type B. Okay, that's why A2 is the question. Then AR, resultant average is given as 10.6 grams. Correct. This is weighted average concept. Weighted average formula is AR is equal to A1 into W1 plus A2 into W2 divided by W1 plus W2. Another formula, W1 by W2 is equal to AR minus A2 divided by A1 minus AR. Okay. These two are weighted average formula. If the question is for resultant average, use the first formula. Than resultant average for any question, use this formula. You can use this formula also, but comparatively takes time. Am I clear, everyone? Input the values. 100 divided by 150 is equal to AR is given as 10.6, A2 we don't know. Then A1 is given as 10 minus 10.6. Correct? Solve this question, everyone. Pause this video and solve for x. Calculation is very important. Okay. See, we can take this as 5 2s are 5 3s are. Correct. Then this value is minus 0.6. Send this minus 0.6 to LHS. That is minus 1.2. And send this 3 to RHS. 31.8 minus 3x. Correct. Then rearrange it. Bring variable one side and values to one side. 3x is equal to 31.8 plus 1.2. 3x is equal to 33. X is equal to 11 grams. So x value is 11 grams. Option A is the answer. Am I clear, everyone? Remember these two formulas. Okay. Newbies, now a basic question from a basic topic. It's called ratio. Okay. We use this topic to solve other topics. This method is very simple. Two numbers are in the ratio 1:2. So you can take that numbers as 1x and 2x. Okay, when you are converting any ratio to value, you have to multiply that value with a variable. Am I clear? Yes. If 15 are added to both numbers, 15 are added to this both numbers, their ratio changes to 4:5. That means, see, present ratio is 1:2, no? So present ratio is 1:2, like this. Okay. After adding 15 to both numbers, like this, ratio changes to 4:5. That means 4/5. Am I clear? Just solve this, you will get the answer. Solve for x. Okay. See, 1x plus 15 into 5 is equal to 4 into 2x plus 15. Correct. So this is 5x plus 75 is equal to 8x plus 60. Correct. Send this 5x this side. That will become 3x. Then send this 60 this side. That becomes 75 minus 60, 15. Correct. Then what's the x value? 5 is the x value. Then what are the numbers? 1 into 5, 5. 2 into 5, 10. These are the two numbers. They're asking for the smaller number, smaller of the two numbers, that is 5. Option B is the answer. Very basic question. Okay. Simple technique, newbies. Whatever the first ratio, use that to create numbers. Okay. 1x, 2x. Then add 15 to each numbers. Then the ratio changes to 4:5. This is the format. Am I clear? Very simple question. Super. We'll continue. Okay, newbies, this question is from stock and shares. Question is, if the face value of each share is 100 rupees and the brokerage is 1/4%, then the proceeds go by selling shares worth of 1,20,000 at 96 1/4 rupees, including brokerage. Okay, now see, for 100 rupees, how much is the brokerage? 1/4% means, see, 1/4% of 100 rupees, 1/400 into 100, that is 0.25 rupees. Correct. For each share, he has to give 0.25 rupees for brokerage. Okay, now we'll find total shares. See, total shares are 1,20,000 divided by 100, correct? So 1,200 shares are there. Okay, newbies, main thing is this 96 1 by 4 rupees is including brokerage. Okay, now we'll remove the brokerage. 96, this 1 by 4 we can write as 0.25. Am I clear? 96.25 rupees per share. See, this means he gets 96.25 rupees per share including brokerage. Am I clear? We'll remove that brokerage amount. So 96 is the final rupees. 96 is the final amount he gets for each share. Correct? Now it's very simple. See, 96 rupees for one share. Correct? How many shares he has? 1,200 shares. Just take the cross multiplication and get the answer. Very simple. See, 96 into 1,200. So the value is 1,15,200 rupees. Am I clear, everyone? So option C is the answer. Very simple. Just remove brokerage from the selling price. Then find out for one share 96 rupees and he has 1,200 shares. How much rupees he gets from that shares? Simple. Newbies, there are some basic questions in the paper. Okay, we'll solve that. This question is from SIRS and indices. Identify the wrong one in the following. First option is a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. Correct. If base are same, you can add the powers. Yes, correct. Okay, then we'll come to option B. A power mn, bracket means multiply, correct? Then a power nm is equal to, see, you can write this as mn also. Okay, now a power mn plus mn is equal to a power 2mn. Correct, right? Now option B is also correct. Okay, then we'll come to option C. A power m divided by a power n whole power p. Okay, now a power mp divided by a power np. If base is same and values are like this, see, you can send this denominator value to the numerator, a into np, but you have to use minus symbol. Remember this. Am I clear? If base is same, then only you can do this. Okay. So again, a power mp minus np. This means option C is also correct option. Clear? Then here option D is the wrong option because there is no rule for this pattern. Am I clear? A power m minus a power n whole power. See, we can rearrange this like this. A power mp minus a power np. This is valid, but not this one. Am I clear? That's why you have to take option D. They're asking for the wrong one. No. So option D is the answer. Very simple. Another basic question. Try to solve this. Very easy question. They're asking for roots of the equation. Okay. See, x power 3 plus x square minus 2x is equal to 0. See here, newbies, x is common. So you can take out 1x. Then this will become x square. X minus 2 is equal to 0. That means one value for x is fixed. That is 0. Correct. Now, take this out. X square plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Quadratic equation. Correct. How we can arrange this? X square plus 2x minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Correct. Next step is x common, x plus 2, and here minus 1 common, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Then x minus 1, this is basic quadratic equation method. Then x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now we get two values for x, that is x minus 1 is equal to 0, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Then the values are x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 2. Correct. x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 2. These are the three possible values for x, correct? So the option is B. Simple question. I hope you understood. Just I have used quadratic equation. That's it. Okay? Newbies, pause this video and try to solve this question. Very simple question. Question is, if x, y, z are three even integers. Okay, even integers such that x minus y plus z is equal to 0. Suppose x is equal to minus 4 and z is equal to 10. What is the value of this? Try this question, everyone. Just substitute x and z value to this equation. Get the y value. After getting the y value, it is very simple, no? I hope you have tried this. Verify your solution. X minus y plus z is equal to 0. X value is given as minus 4. Then this is minus y plus z is equal to 0. Correct. Y plus 6 is equal to 0. Then y value is 6. Then xy plus yz. Newbies, now it's very simple. Just replace x, y, z values to this. You will get the answer. X is equal to minus 4. Y is equal to 6 plus y is equal to 6 and z value is given as 10. Just solve this, you will get the answer. Is equal to minus 24 plus 60. What is minus 24 plus 60? Plus 36. That's the final answer. Option A is the answer.